If your old everyday shoes could talk, they'd probably have been begging for ages. Please, let me retire already. Today, we'll go through the pairs that actually work hard every day, comfy, good-looking, and drama-free for your feet. Keeping the same playful vibe, we're finally giving a voice to the shoes that want to become your new go-to pair. Sneakers are that rare type of shoe that works with jeans, dresses, and your desire to live without foot pain. They usually have the best cushioning among everyday options. The sole absorbs impact and the soft upper doesn't squeeze your foot. If you need a workhorse for daily wear, sneakers should be your first candidates. But sometimes you want something calmer and more office-friendly, and that's where the next hero comes in. Loafers are for when you want that got ready in 10 seconds but still nailed it. Look, they're easy to slip on and require zero lace-related effort. A soft, last, and secure fit help your feet feel stable. Loafers are the best pick if you want comfort without a sporty look, but some people want shoes that feel almost weightless. And that's our next category. Modern ballet flats are nothing like the ones from 10 years ago. More support, better materials, less risk of rubbing your heel raw. Their biggest perk is how light and quick they are. Slip on, run out, forget about them. Ballet flats are great for calm work days or easy walks, but on hot days, even they can't beat the most breathable option. Sandals are the union of airflow and freedom. Wide straps keep your foot in place, and the open design makes every step feel light. For everyday wear, it's best to choose models with arch support, perfect for anyone who wants cool feet without losing stability. And of course, there's footwear that plays by its own rules. Clogs are for people who want minimal effort and maximum comfort. The roomy toe box, supportive sole, and optional straps make them surprisingly practical. Clogs are an excellent choice if you spend a lot of time on your feet or are constantly on the move. Now that we've covered the top models, it's time to figure out how to choose the one among them. We've walked through the best everyday shoe options, from sneakers to clogs, and each has its strengths. Now that the main categories are clear, the next logical step is figuring out how to choose a pair that won't let you down. Using our top list from the previous section, let's now break down how to pick that one perfect pair among all the beauty and variety, the one that won't turn your day into a pain marathon. We'll go through the key criteria. Cushioning is the shoe's ability to absorb impact with every step. Good cushioning reduces stress on joints and heels and keeps fatigue at bay. Look for a sole with a bit of bounce. That's a sign of quality cushioning. But a soft sole alone won't save you if your foot isn't getting proper support. If the arch is unsupported, fatigue, and even flat foot tendencies can show up. Good shoes support your foot so the load spreads evenly. That slight bump inside the insole isn't a design whim. It's your personal bodyguard against pain. But even with a solid insole, the upper material matters a lot. Leather, textile, mesh, or soft synthetics. The key is that your foot can breathe and not overheat. Stiff, non-stretchy materials tend to cause blisters. If the material moves and adapts to your foot, you'll stay comfortable all day. Materials matter, but your shoes also need to stay secure on your foot. Good fixation keeps your foot from sliding inside the shoe and protects you from rubbing. Laces, Velcro, straps, or an anatomical last. Any of these works as long as the shoe fits snugly without squeezing. Fits like a glove doesn't mean tight. It means no loose or floppy spots. Once the shoe sits securely, the next task is making sure it doesn't slip on the outside. A textured sole gives you confidence on wet floors, tiles, or asphalt. A too smooth sole increases the risk of an unintended dramatic fall, not the kind you want. If the sole is grippy, you move more confidently and calmly. And to check all these parameters, you need one simple habit. Never buy shoes without trying them on and walking in them for at least a couple of minutes. Your foot should feel natural, no pressure, no empty gaps. Trying on is the only way to know whether a pair truly works for you. And the last thing to remember, your lifestyle. If you walk a lot, you need cushioning and support. If you work in an office, choose light, flexible models. If you're always on the go, pick something easy to slip on and off. Shoes should adapt to your life, not the other way around. Now that you know how to choose, let's talk about small tricks that make every day even more comfortable. We've covered all the key shoe selection factors, from materials to fixation. Now you know comfort isn't accidental. It's a set of smart choices. Building on what we've already covered, écrous or the types of shoes and how to choose them, let's add a few tricks that make everyday footwear not just comfortable, but your personal superpower. By the evening, your foot swells slightly and becomes a bit wider than in the morning. This is normal physiology, and it's the moment when shoes reveal whether they pinch or are truly comfortable. Trying on shoes in the evening helps avoid unpleasant surprises the next day. And when you do try them on, remember one more important detail. Just standing still doesn't tell you much. Walking shows immediately whether the heel digs in, the toes slide around, or the sole slips. 30-40 seconds of light walking tells you more than 10 minutes of standing still. But even the perfect fit requires one important choice: your socks. Cotton or bamboo socks reduce friction and help your feet breathe. Synthetics can cause overheating and blisters. Sometimes, comfort is as simple as wearing the right socks. And if you want your shoes to last longer, the next step is essential. Regular cleaning, changing insoles on time, and using soft leather care creams, all of this extends a shoe's lifespan and keeps it comfortable. Well-maintained shoes feel better and look better, a double win. And, of course, we can't forget the main principle of choosing everyday pairs. Trends are fun, but your feet will appreciate a comfortable pair far more than an ultra-trendy one you want to take off after 5 minutes. Style matters, but only if it doesn't turn into suffering. The ideal everyday pair is the one you're ready to spend the whole day in. And to reinforce this approach, here's one more quick tip. If you're constantly running errands, choose flexible models. If you stand still often, you need strong support. If you walk a lot, cushioning is a must. It's not the shoe dictating the rules. Your daily rhythm tells you what works best. And finally, one simple but magical trick. Everyone has that pair they want to wear every day, but it's better to preserve its lifespan. Having a great backup pair means you always have guaranteed comfort on hand. A small reserve equals big freedom for your feet, which brings us to the final takeaway. Now you're equipped with small but powerful tricks that make your daily steps easier and your shoe shopping smarter. Combine what you've learned from all 3 sections, and you'll easily choose pairs that work for you every single day, stylishly, comfortably, and reliably.